Hello there, I'm Richard.
And I'm not Judy.
And this is Top of the Pops!
Yay!
Wake up, get out of bed, put on your clothes, another day is dawning, turn on your TV, time to watch This Morning with Richard, not Judy. Let down your hairs, forget all your cares, kick off your shoes, here is the news, take off your shirt, here is the dirt, take off your pants, thanks, with Richard, not Judy. For better, not worse, it's live, not rehearsed, made for no money, surprisingly funny. Welcome your host, they will pretend you, they have no idea, so let's see how they do for This Morning with Richard, not Judy.
Thanks.
Live, Stu! Live!
Hello.
Hey!
Thank you. I am Stuart Lee.
And I am called Richard Herring. We are an alcoholic and a shoplifter, respectively.
That's right.
And unlike some morning TV show hosts, we're not ashamed to admit it.
Yeah. And under legal advice at that point, we're obliged to point out we're referring to Keith Chegwin and the late Lady Isabel Barnett.
That's right. That's the legal advice.
Someone else.
Mad. We are hoping, me and Stu, to create an on-screen chemistry that is bound to spark Anne and Nick-style speculation about our off-screen relationship.
Yeah, well, it won't, will it, let's face
You
it.
could do those.
No, it's not going to. Just leave
Come on,
it
give
now.
it a chance. Come on,
I'm
it'll
do
be
it.
safe.
Come on, just try it.
Come on,
Will you
want
please
it?
welcome on the
Come on.
Bontempi organ, Richard Thomas.
Come on, you... It really helps if you would do that.
Well, I was just trying to, join in.
Anyway, this is live, Stu.
I know, yeah.
BBC must be mad. I can say anything I want. Anything can happen, and probably will.
Yeah, anything can happen.
And probably will,
All right,
Stu.
OK, Rich. Will giant otters with the faces of ants fly out of your every bodily orifice and crop spray the audience? Will that happen?
Well, Stu, with the magic of television, let's see. No.
So I think you'll find this is more like the show where anything can happen but probably won't.
Yeah,
will it?
but about 12 different things will happen, and the exciting thing is we're not entirely sure what they are.
No.
Ooh.
Although we can be fairly certain they will fall into certain sort of parameters, obey the laws of physics, and not include any recognised swear words.
Anyway, you might remember before the last election, the Labour Party printed up cards like these. A list of 5 things they promised to achieve if elected.
And like Tony Blair, we've written down our 5 unchanging aims for this series on this card, which we promise to achieve by the end of the series. And here are those aims. Aim 1 is to assassinate BBC Director-General John Burt, take over and then put The Simpsons, Seinfeld and Larry Sanders on regularly, at a time when people will actually get to see them, even if there is snooker on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank you.
applaud.
Yeah.
Let them know what you think.
Aim 2 is to balance the slushy commercial nature of St Valentine's Day by making February the 15th St Skeletor's Day. A festival dedicated to the destruction of love, saucy greeting cards and people with girlfriends.
So, no Valentine's Day gifts for Rich this year then. And aim 3 is to establish a new Winter Olympic sport called carling, in which teams of women in leotards will skim the naked body of rugby love rat Will Carling over jagged ice at high speeds.
Good catch on. Aim 4, slightly more obscurely, to establish a new Winter Olympic sport, curling, in which teams of women in leotards skim the naked body of turnabout quiz show host Rob Curling over jagged ice at high speeds.
Aim 5 is to have the headphones that Dave Stewart wore at the Brit Awards permanently nailed onto his head with nails and the words "I suck" carved into his face with a hot wire. That's the aim
That
there.
will happen.
Applaud
Those are
that
the
aim.
aims. By April the 5th, all that I have said will be so.
That's right. What Richard said, let no man dare to put asunder.
Don't put it asunder.
Don't do it. Now, our next item is specially written for our Sunday lunchtime slot.
Stu, what if people are watching the late Friday night repeat? It won't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right, because no one cares, Rich, if late Friday night television makes any sense, right? No, everyone who's watching this programme now on the Friday night repeat is drunk, aren't you? I can see you. Go to bed now, right? Don't just sit there waiting for a late night French art film with some gratuitous nudity, right? Turn off the TV, go to sleep, get up early on Saturday and do something constructive with it. Go to music. I'm talking to you there, right? Turn this programme off. Watching it on your own, are you, you fat, drunk idiot? It's hardly surprising you're on your own. You disgust me.
And the Patrick McGowan-style irony there is that Stu is actually talking to himself.
No! It's my face!
Yes.
My
In
face!
the future.
Leap, ye lizards, dance, ye dogs, sing, O ye ants. Monkeys, gird thy loins. Flies, land on some food. For Jesus Christ is real, now and forevermore.
That's all there is of that. An unusual priest there. Now, like a lot of these shows these days, we've got a profit-making 0891 phone number opinion poll for you to ring in on. And this week's question, Rich, is...
Do you think that TV shows that use profit-making 0891 phone opinion polls are ripping off the public?
So, dial 0891 33 88 01 for yes.
0891 33 88 01.
0891 33 88 02 for no.
0891 33 88 02.
And 0891 33 88 03 for I don't know, I haven't thought about it really, maybe.
0891 33 88 03.
Calls cost 45p a minute, and remember to get the account holder's permission before you call, or at least to phone up secretly without them finding out.
Yeah. And those numbers are real, so do call in now, please.
Yeah, and then ring Australia while your mum's not looking. The code is 0061 followed by any 9-figure number.
0061 followed by any 9-figure number.
Yeah, beat the system!
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what system is that, Rich? The system of paying for services?
Yeah, smash it.
He's a little anarchist, isn't he, Rich? Did you see the Brit Awards this week, Rich, talking of anarchy, when Dan but no bacon threw some water over John Prescott? You see that?
Stu, that water will certainly destroy all organised government, won't it?
Well, not one bucket on its own, Rich, but if you manage to wet all the world's politicians simultaneously, then while they're in the toilets crouching underneath the hand dryers, perhaps Chumbawamba could nip in and dismantle world capitalism.
Possible, Stu. Dan but Knob Acorn is
No
an
bacon.
idiot. Knob Acorn, my dad calls him Knob Acorn, that's what his
I
name
thought
is.
it was good what he did up to a point.
He isn't. He's a bald-headed,
Right.
dress-wearing ex-grammar school prefect
Yeah.
whose real name is Nigel Hunter.
Rich, you want to be careful there, pitting on. He's, you know, Dan but no bacon. He's dangerous, Rich. I'm telling
I'm
you.
not scared of Dan but no
just
bacon,
leave
Stu.
it.
He's an, I'm Dan but Knob
Just
Acorn.
leave it.
I'm an anarchist.
Oh, no, Dan but no bacon, Rich. He's going to get you.
No! Oh, phew. It was just confetti.
This time
Oh, imagine if it had been water.
doesn't bear thinking about.
Yeah. I thought the Spice Girls were a bit disappointing on the Brits, though, weren't
Why,
they? Stu?
why?
Well, not all the Spice Girls were there.
Well, they weren't.
Jerry wasn't there, no. Instead of Jerry, they had this chubby, red-faced, middle-aged bag lady wearing a bright orange clown's wig, and that's not as good as Jerry, is it? It's not the same.
Rich, I can't believe you still like the Spice Girls. You should like something new. You should like... Everyone likes Cleopatra now.
No,
You should like
I'll
that.
always love the Spice Girls, no matter what atrocity they
What
commit.
do you mean?
I've been following them ever since they began their careers. They don't know it's me who's been following them,
You are sick, Rich.
or who it is who's been sending them the drawings.
You are sick.
They're very tasteful drawings, Stu, and I'd ask you this question. Who is the real sick man in this so-called society, eh? Is it the ordinary, normal man who gets some harmless pleasure from stalking 5 innocent young women and then possibly sending them drawings that he's done
You are
himself
sick.
of his winky?
You are
Wait! Judge not lest ye be judged.
What are you doing saying that? You
I'm
can't
not
say...
saying I'm Jesus, Stu. That is for other people to say.
You are sick. You can't say...
Let me finish, Stu. Of his winky,
You are sick.
depicted as a dragon. They're very tasteful. It's like a Marillion sleeve,
You
something
are
like that.
sick,
Is he the sick one in this society? Or is it the businessman in his suit and tie, drawing up his expense account? Yeah, think about Jesus.
Well, it's the first one, Rich. It's the dragon stalking winky bloke. That one. He's the sick. The businessman's done nothing wrong, has he?
Well, in that case, yeah. That wasn't a very good example.
Well, you chose it.
Well, I
didn't
didn't
you?
think it through.
Well, think it
Well, I
through
didn't
next
think
time.
it through.
Now it's time to find out what's coming up later in the show.
At 12:30, in a King Canute-style act of deluded grandeur, weatherman Fred Talbot will be attempting to genuinely leap from Scotland to Ireland.
And at 12:42, we'll be talking to members of our audience about their most extreme and secret sexual perversions, whether they like it or not.
At 12:55, the sprout-faced little boy who does the video game reviews on Live and Kicking will be given the sound kicking he so richly deserves.
crew like that one. And at 12:59, Saddam Hussein will be dropping a vial of anthrax in the heart of London, and you'll be able to watch us and our audience die slow and agonising deaths before Around Westminster comes on at 1 o'clock.